Well, good morning, YouTube. We hadn't seen each other in a couple of weeks. I've been deer hunting back here in the woods. You know, the sawmill is in the woods we have behind our house. We got about 9 acres of hardwoods and then 5 acres of where the pasture is in the house. So anyway, so I hadn't been sawing because I've been hunting when I get a chance. But today is not a sawing video. Not like the sawmill that we're normally doing. Today, we're gonna be cutting up. So when I get wood, I got a couple tree companies that bring me wood. Some of it's good for sawing. Some of it's just good for firewood. And I've got a bunch of it here lately. This morning I sort of went through it and I picked out the stuff that is good for the sawmill, and then I've been putting the stuff that isn't good for the sawmill to the side, and so that we can make it into firewood. So today is just going to be cutting up all of our wood into 16-inch lengths, and then later on there'll be a video on splits. So bear with me. I'll get set up. Got the tractor running, warming it up, and we'll be back with you. right, so it don't look like much, but these are all the pieces off of the mill. You know, all the first cuts that I took. There's some over here, but not much. So, you know, this is just part of trying to use every bit of the logs that we can. Those bigger pieces back in the back, I'm going to wait and use my bigger chainsaw for those. I try to use my small chainsaw. Let me see if I can set up here. So last year I bought this Stihl MS201C. So it's got a 16-inch bar on it, and if you'll notice, you know, I am the world's worst when it comes to, you know, thinking I've got, you know, 16-inch log piece or whatever. So I just take the bar every time I cut. I just take the bar as a gauge, because I cut everything to 16 inches, and that way it'll fit in my wood stove, and cut everything to that. That way it sort of keeps me on track. I don't have a bunch of short pieces and long pieces, and takes the guesswork out of it. Yes, it does take a few extra minutes to, you know, take the bar and put it up there, but I'd rather have 100% yield of all the work I'm doing. So that's why I just take the time to do that. So this piece right here, I stopped right here because I was sitting here thinking, am I even going to be able to split all that? You know, all those little tree limbs coming off. So I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to cut that off and throw that on the burn pile. I thought I'd show you that real quick. And then, you know, eventually we're trying to make our way back from here all the way back to my pile. I try to stick with small logs when I'm cutting for firewood, just because it's so much easier to work with. Not just for me. You know, a lot of times I'll get my girls out here and my wife, and they'll help me. I'll be cutting, they'll split, and the girls will stack. So we just try to, you know, just so everybody can pitch in, I try to keep stuff smaller. You know, and I don't have any other use for these small pieces of wood besides burning them. So we just stack them up over here, and when I get a chance, I come out here and cut some. So the other chainsaw I use is this Stihl 046. Golly, I think it's a 22-inch bar. Might be a 24-inch. I can't remember. But it's, you know, it's an older saw. I've got that, and then I've got a Stihl 029. That's the first chainsaw I ever bought, was 029. I bought it when I was 18 years old, so about 21 years ago, and still runs. You know, I just try to take care of them best I can, and this MS201C, that's the newest edition. I got that for Christmas last year, and it's just so much easier. You know, it's lightweight, so I can cut for hours with that 201 and, you know, not be real tired. But if you grab a hold of this thing, the 046, and you try cutting with it for a while, you're gonna be wore out. And if you don't need it, you don't need it, you know. So anyway, I think that's gonna wrap up the video. I've been trying to keep the videos a little shorter, just to try to give you an idea of what we're doing instead of, you know, dragging you through the whole process. So for some of you, today's video, probably you're not even watching anymore, which is okay. we'll get back on the sawmill here pretty soon. This time of year, it feels good out here, and I like cutting up firewood and getting it sort of put away. But we will be back on the mill here pretty soon. We'll see you then. If you like these videos, please hit the like button, comment down below, and share them with your friends.